I request Dr. Omkar Roy, Director General, Software Technology Parks of India, Government of India, to deliver the special address.
Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my pleasure to be the part of the inaugural ceremony of ICT ACT Bridge 2012. In the last fiscal year 2011, IT software exports from the country have touched $59.4 billion, recording an impressive growth rate of 18.7% over fiscal year 2009-10. And in year 2010 and 11, IT software and services added about 2.4 lakhs jobs, taking the direct employment number to 2.5 million, a year-on-year growth of 10.4%, whereas the indirect employment attributed to the sector is nearly 8.3 million, while IT services export is the largest employer with 45% of the total direct employment. As compared to the most other countries, India has a very large young population. With good education, this could be a source of great strength for our nation. In our endeavor to build a modern nation, the education of our students in the information technology sector is a major thrust area. The growth of the IT BPO industry requires ample number of productive human resources with multiple skills for a sustained period of time that can transform opportunities provided by the economy. Though India produces a good number of engineers every year, a significant number of professionals lack the skills to make them employable without further training. Efforts are on by various stakeholders to address the talent shortage issues. As laid down in the national policy on skill development, we need to effectively leverage the demographic advantages that India has and the global and domestic business opportunities that are emerging as a result of geriatric problems that the developed world is going to face in the coming years. Looking at the challenges ahead of us, to effectively deploy a huge youth force that will come into existence by the year 2020, we have to prepare a roadmap for the skill development for IT. Government, academia and industry have to work together and see how we can improve upon the quality levels in nation building process. For the long-term vision, we have to address the entire spectrum of manpower requirement, starting from basic levels to doctoral level and also including high-end courses coupled to the industry need with reference to the changing technology and market and faculty training and enrichment. It is now recognized that there should be sufficient number of finishing schools and training institutions across the country to impart training enabling the students to become high performance software engineers. This would effectively reduce the gap between what the academic institutions are able to provide and what the IT industry requires. For this, the short duration courses should be designed in consultation with the industry stakeholders. Hence, in view of the above said inputs, it is highly essential for all the stakeholders to ensure the availability of technically skilled manpower as per the industry needs and also promote entrepreneurship in this country to move away from service-oriented sector to product and IP creation environment. I am quite confident that ICT Academy of Tamil Nadu, first of its kind, will play a remarkable role in IT sector in coming years. With this, once again, I wish the delegates and speakers a pleasant, beneficial brainstorming session in this conference. Thank you.